Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 departed from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, on March 8, 2014, bound for Beijing, China. On board were 239 people, including passengers and crew members from various nationalities. The flight, which was expected to last about 6 hours, began routinely but quickly turned into one of the greatest and most baffling mysteries in modern aviation. Shortly after takeoff, the aircraft lost contact with air traffic control and disappeared from radar without leaving any trace of communication. At first, authorities suspected technical failures or communication problems, but it soon became clear that the disappearance was far more serious and complex. The plane appeared to have changed course deliberately. Military radar data indicated that the aircraft made unplanned turns, flying toward remote areas of the Indian Ocean, far from standard commercial routes. This deviation puzzled investigators and aviation experts, as there were no signs of technical failures that could explain such behavior, nor any distress calls from the crew. This unexplained change in trajectory fueled theories of hijacking or deliberate actions by someone on board. The search for MH370 became an unprecedented international operation. Thousands of square kilometers of the Indian Ocean were scoured, involving dozens of countries including Malaysia, China, Australia, the United States, and France. Specialized ships, reconnaissance aircraft, and advanced satellites were used in the attempt to locate the aircraft. Harsh ocean conditions, extreme depths, and the vastness of the area made the operation immensely challenging. Despite these efforts, only fragments of the plane were discovered on remote islands such as Madagascar, Reunion, and Mauritius, providing limited clues about what truly happened. The disappearance of MH370 gave rise to countless theories. Among the most discussed were catastrophic mechanical failures, such as sudden depressurization, an onboard fire, electrical malfunction, or structural issues that could have incapacitated the crew. Another line of investigation focused on human actions, including possible hijacking by passengers or crew, deliberate deviation by the pilot, or sabotage. Some theorists proposed external interference, such as military intervention, government cover-ups, or manipulation of the plane's electronic systems. The lack of concrete evidence made it impossible to confirm any of these hypotheses, deepening the mystery even further. The case also had a profound impact on society and the aviation industry. Families of the victims endured years of anguish, anxiety, and uncertainty without definitive answers. The disappearance raised serious questions about commercial flight safety, aircraft tracking, and communication protocols. Even today, the inability to locate most of the wreckage stands as a reminder of the vulnerabilities of long-distance flights over remote and vast oceanic areas. Furthermore, the global media coverage transformed the case into a cultural phenomenon. Documentaries, investigative reports, books, and podcasts have analyzed every detail of the disappearance in an attempt to reconstruct the flight's final moments. Public interest and speculation fueled the creation of conspiracy theories, some improbable, yet reflective of society's fascination and frustration when faced with an unsolvable mystery. Debris from the aircraft found along the shores of the Indian Ocean, including pieces of the wing and fuselage, confirmed that the plane had crashed somewhere in the ocean. However, these discoveries failed to reveal enough information to determine the cause or reconstruct the final flight path. This reinforced the perception that MH370 had become a complete enigma, a disappearance that defies logic, science, and humanity's ability to track advanced technology under extreme conditions. The mystery of MH370 also led to significant changes in aviation practices. International organizations began discussing improvements in real-time tracking systems, electronic monitoring, communication protocols, and emergency policies, aiming to prevent another aircraft from vanishing without a trace. Yet even with these advancements, the MH370 case remains a reference point for one of the greatest enigmas in modern aviation history. Today, more than a decade later, the disappearance of flight MH370 remains unsolved. The aircraft is still missing, the fragments recovered offer only partial clues, and the fundamental questions, what caused the route change, who was involved, whether it was human intervention or an accident, remain unanswered. The case stands as a symbol of human fragility in the face of the unknown. The vastness of the oceans, and the immense challenge of investigating tragedies that vanish completely into nothingness. In summary, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 is remembered as one of the most enigmatic disappearances in modern history. The combination of total loss of communication, unexplained course changes, massive yet unsuccessful search efforts, complex theories, and global impact turned the event into a mystery that will likely continue to fascinate, frustrate, and intrigue investigators, families, and the public for decades to come. The aircraft remains missing, but its story is studied, debated, and remembered. A haunting reminder that even in an age of advanced technology, the unknown can still defy every trace of logic and reason.